Other radio stations might play commercials, but we throw them right out the window. Southeastern New England's hottest rock. Power 88.
your cupcakes. It's a little secret, just the Robinson's affair. Most of all, you got to hide it from the kids. Look at you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon, going to a candidate's debate. Laugh about it, shout about it when you got to choose. Every way you look at it, you lose. Where have you gone? Show the magic of our nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Woo, woo, woo. What's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Joe and Joe has left and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, this is Christina Ricci with RAIN. Every 2 minutes, another American is sexually assaulted. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, you are not alone. Help is just a call or click away through the National Sexual Assault Hotline. Please call 1-800-656-HOPE, that's HOPE, or visit rain.org, that's RAINN.org.
Brought to you by RAIN and this station.
What if you were wearing something sexy? What if you were drinking? What if you made the first move? No matter what, sexual assault is never your fault. Support is available 24/7 through the National Sexual Assault Hotline. Call 1-800-656-HOPE or visit rain.org. That's RAINN.org. This is Christina Ricci with RAIN, reminding you it's never your fault.
Brought to you by RAIN and this station.
The call letters, WGAO, the city, Franklin, the FM frequency, 88.3, and the website for streaming audio 24 hours a day, www.power883.org. Crank it up.
Should know by the way you popped your car sideways at a wooden last. See, you're the kind of person that believes in making out once, love them and leave them fast. Guess I must be dumb. She had a pocket full of horses, Trojan and some of them used. But it was Saturday night. I guess that makes it alright. You see, what have I got to lose? And honey, you need
James. He's on the verge of being obscene. Now move over, baby. Give me the keys. I'm gonna try to tame your needy red love machine. Baby, it was too fast. Need to find a love that's gonna last. Honey, you got to slow down. Girl, got an ass like I never seen. And the ride, I say the ride is so smooth. You must be, you must see. Baby, much too fast. Big red carpet. You need me, that's gonna let big red carpet. You got to slow down.
Isn't this dinner party wonderful? Jeanette and Bill did so much planning, and the house looks great.
Well, you know, it was almost canceled. Did you hear that Bill was really sick with the flu 2 weeks ago?
No, I had no idea. I've been so busy at work. But my coworker's toddler was in the hospital with flu, too. Is Bill okay?
It was pretty serious and aggravated his asthma. Bill got sick quickly with a high fever. Fortunately, Jeanette got him to the doctor right away. The doctor said it was flu and prescribed a medication that helped him get back on his feet.
I didn't know flu was so serious until I heard Bill say he felt like he'd been hit by a truck. He missed a big meeting at work.
Well, thank goodness Jeanette had gotten her flu shot. Because, you know, she's expecting.
Oh, man.
I guess that was another thing you guys didn't know either.
A message from the Department of Health and Human Services.
What if your brother
Or your husband?
Or your daughter?
What if your son came back from the service with a spinal cord injury?
A quadriplegic.
A paraplegic. In a wheelchair.
When they volunteer to serve, we expect our country to be there for them if they are injured.
For more than 60 years, Paralyzed Veterans of America has been fighting to ensure that we receive all of the benefits that we've earned.
Benefits to help with medical care, rehabilitation, and training. And our dedicated professionals know how to navigate the system, so our injured veterans can concentrate on getting well.
Thank you, Paralyzed Veterans, for helping our daughter.
My husband.
My son.
Thank you, Paralyzed Veterans of America, for helping my brother.
To learn how you can help our injured veterans, visit Paralyzed Veterans of America at pva.org. A public service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.
My dad, he's a double amputee, and he's one of my favorite people in the world. To me, a hero is someone who fights for our country and freedom. My dad is a hero. Homes for Our Troops built this house, and it's basically made for him. My dad can get through the wide doorways. When he is making our lunch, he can reach anything we need. He'll help me build tiny projects. Life is good here. Without Homes for Our Troops, we'd be living in a home that didn't have all these features that helped him.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post-9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives.
If they get a new house like this one, it'll help them do normal life. My dad's not just a hero, he's my hero.
Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
Every 2 minutes, an American is sexually assaulted. Be the someone who gives their time. Be the someone who lends an ear. Be the someone who takes a step. This is Christina Ricci with RAIN, asking you to join the fight against sexual violence and volunteer in your community. Log on to rain.org, that's RAINN.org, to learn how you can be the someone.
This message brought to you by the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network and this station.
Every 2 minutes, an American is sexually assaulted. The majority of victims know their attacker. It could be your friend, your neighbor, or someone you met at a party. If you said no, it's rape, and it's a crime. This is Christina Ricci with RAIN. Call the National Sexual Assault Hotline today at 1-800-656-HOPE or visit rain.org. That's RAINN.org.
Brought to you by RAIN and this station.
I'm Shanola Hampton. Every day, millions of people face hunger. Today, I will share with you some of their experiences. I'm stuck between paying for medications or paying for food. John from Maine. After paying my bills, I can buy groceries. It's sad to say, food comes last. Alice from Oregon. I thought pantries were for less fortunate people, but anybody could be less fortunate in a day or even a second. Claire from Virginia. The Feeding America network of food banks helps provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. No one should have to worry where their next meal will come from. Together, we can end hunger. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
I never get the flu.
My kids don't need more shots.
I don't have time.
We're all healthy.
My asthma's under control.
But I'm pregnant. I've had the flu before. It's not a big deal.
My kids are too old for flu.
The media is exaggerating.
I can fight it naturally.
My diabetes, it's under control.
No matter how you build your excuses, the flu can blow your house down.
I can't believe I used up all my sick time.
I missed a week of school during finals.
Now my baby has it because of me.
The hospital? Death?
Keep your foundation strong. Vaccinate. Learn more at flu.gov.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Broadcasting live from the Peary Gymnasium on the campus at Eaton College. Broadcasting live from Peary Gymnasium on the campus at Eaton College in Franklin, Massachusetts. We bring you the pregame Boomer Report. My name is Liam O'Neill. Alongside me is Chase Stevens. We'll be with you for the halftime report and the postgame report as well. Today on this Saturday afternoon, we bring you some NCAA Division III college hoops as the Fitchburg State Falcons take on the Dean College Bulldogs. These two teams are 2-2, facing off against each other dating back to 2019. But in the early season, Dean coming out firing with 2 blowout wins to start 2-0 on the season. On the other side of the ball, Fitchburg State off to a rocky start, 0-3, looking to steal a road win here today from the Bulldogs. Chase, Christian Yates has been a standout player to watch in these first few games for Dean. Tell me a little bit about how Christian has performed so far.
Yes, Christian Yates was 18 points in his first game and 27 points in his last game, as been their leading scorer for both of their games. And he also leads his team in steals with 4.5 steals per game. The Bulldogs have won both of their games and have held both teams under 60 points. The whole team is averaging 14.5 steals per game and 3.5 blocks per game, and expect to see a lot of defense from this team. And the starters for this team are Frankie Idlet, Greg Farrell, Christian Yates, Billy Ray Barnes, and Randy Vasquez. And speaking of defense, the Falcons have not allowed teams to go over 90 points this season. Liam, what is the guy on the Falcons to watch out for?
Yeah, Chase, so far for the Falcons this year, it's been the backcourt made up by sophomore Matthew Drayton, who's averaging 15.7 points a game, alongside his counterpart, Nathaniel Samito. He's a senior, averaging 15.3 so far on the year. Another one to look out for is number 21, Jalen Jackson, who's got 13 on the year. So that Fitchburg State backcourt is really hot so far as of late in these first 2 games. Another thing to mention, Dean, in their first 2 games, they haven't let an opponent score over 60 points. The last opponent scored 57. Fitchburg State in their last 3 contests have scored 73, and 77. So a big task for the Dean defense today to see if they can hold their team under 60, maybe even under 70 points today in this one. So that does it for the Boomer pregame report. For Liam O'Neill alongside Chase Stevens, we'll be right back with Samuel Sundstrom and Grant Flood on the call for this one between Fitchburg State and Dean College. Stick around for the game at 1 p.m. here on WGAO Power 88.
Don't you think I would? Don't you think I'd tell you, baby, if I only could? Am I acting crazy? Am I just too proud? Am I just plain lazy? Ever jealous? Jealous again? All the time that I let you in. Jealous? Jealous again? Got no time. Jealous, yeah, jealous.
Non-stop rock, just the way you like it. Power 88.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's broadcast of Division III basketball, where the winless Fitchburg State Falcons visit the undefeated Dean College Bulldogs. With the Falcons looking for their first win on the young season, and the Bulldogs hoping to keep the win streak alive. I'm Sam Sundstrom alongside Grant Flood, coming to you live on Power 88 as well as Boxcast TV. Grant, what do you think Dean needs to do today to stay undefeated and improve to 3-0?
Well, Sam, Dean's defense has been really strong. They have not allowed 60 points this season so far through 2 games. Granted, both have been non-conference games, but they have looked very strong, scoring 110 and 94 points respectively.
They've got a scoring margin right now of 44.5 points, as well as a rebound margin of positive 15.5. They're going to look to build on that today and improve to 3-0. Starters for Dean are number 1, Frankie Idlet, number 4, Greg Faro, number 23, Christian Yates, number 22, Billy Ray Barnes III, and number 42, Randy Vasquez. The starters for the Falcons, number 4, Jeremiah Simeon, number 11, Matthew Drayton, number 21, Jalen Jackson, number 23, Kamal Franks, and number 25, Trevor Oliver. Just getting ready for a tip, and Fitchburg State wins it. Number 11, Matthew Drayton, bringing it up the court. Looking to make a pass, makes a pass over to his left now, pass back to the right. Back in the hands of Drayton. And a travel is called on Jalen Jackson, rather, not Drayton. Jalen Jackson with the travel there. It'll be Dean ball.
And that's what Dean College looks to do today, Sam. They look to intimidate on the defensive side of the ball and force those turnovers.
First offensive possession here for the Bulldogs today. Frankie Idlet, the captain of the team. Sophomore out of Miami, Florida. Christian Yates with the ball on the left wing. Idlet with the pass inside. Back out to Yates for 3. Just rattles out, and Fitchburg with the rebound, but a foul.
Christian Yates has been the leading point scorer for this Bulldogs team in the first 2 games, coming off a 27-point performance. You know they're going to be trusting him to shoot those 3-pointers. Foul
there on number 4, Greg Faro. First personal. Number 11, Matthew Drayton, bringing it up the court now. Swing pass over to his left. Back at the top of the arc now. Drayton, or Jalen Jackson looking to make a pass, rather. Pass out to the left wing, looking to drive in. Little Euro step off the glass and up and in for the first points of the game. Matthew Drayton with the Euro step layup. And that's going to be out of bounds, poked out by a Falcon defender. The Bulldogs ball with a side out down in their own defending area. Going to be passed into Idlet in the backcourt. Idlet brings it up the left side quickly. He's going to drive in hard. He's going to fall. No foul call. Just rattles out. And Fitchburg stay with the rebound. Number 4, Simeon, makes a pass over to his left. Gets a pass back. Drayton with the ball now over to Jackson. Trevor Oliver down low. Contested layup, no good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Christian Yates bringing it up the court. The top of the key, Frankie Idlet. Idlet making a pass over to the right. 42 Randy Vasquez at the top of the key now. Idlet making a drive in on the left side of the key, blocked by Trevor Oliver. It'll be Bulldogs ball with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pass underneath the basket. Frankie Idlet makes a throw. Idlet looking over to Greg Farrow. Farrow pump fake, back down in underneath. No good. But offensive rebound there by number 22, Billy Ray Barnes III. Pass in near midcourt over to Yates. Over to Farrow on the right. Down low to Billy Ray Barnes. Stolen away from Randy Vasquez. Contested layup there from number 21, Jalen Jackson. No good. Idlet taking up the court now. Double contested at the top of the three-point line, looking to make a pass. A good bounce pass there from Billy Ray Barnes down to Vasquez, right under the basket, and he ties the game at 2 apiece.
And Dean College looking to pass in those low scenarios underneath the basket. Good passing there to tie the game up at 2.
Drayton passes it over to his right. Number 23, Frank. Looking to drive in on the basket now. A little hop step. No good after a clank off the back of the rim. Barnes III looking to make a pass to his right. Idlet for 3, rings out. Rebound by Simeon. Looking to make a bounce pass down low, he does. And post up for 3, and that rings out. That's going to be a foul in favor of Yates. Reach-in foul. And number 4, Jeremiah Simeon. A couple of substitutions already for the Falcons. Simeon and Oliver, as well as Franks, will sit. Idlet crosses midcourt, looking for a screen. He gets one. In the mid-range over to Vasquez. He drives around, and a nice layup there on a spin move out of the post. Gives the Bulldogs the lead 4-2.
Very nice spin move underneath the basket there, and quick re-entry for Fitchburg.
Drayton looking to make a pass. He's tapped at the top of the three-point line. Almost goes out of bounds there on the pass. Over to number 1, Alex Momeka, who just checked into the game. Pass back out to Drayton at the three-point line. Misses short, and that'll be out of bounds, Bulldogs ball. Players coming in on that prior substitution are number 1, Alex Momeka, number 24, Jalen Pitts, and number 10, Nathaniel Semedu. Another substitution for the Falcons, number 0, Braden White, in for Matthew Drayton. And a bad pass there from Idlet over across towards our table and just sailed it out of bounds. Number 1, Momeka, will inbound for the Falcons. Over to 24, Jalen Pitts. Jalen Jackson with the ball now at the top of the three-point arc. Quick pass over to number 1, Momeka. Momeka drives in, fouled. No basket, so he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Dean College doing a good job this season, tightening up on defense, but sometimes when you get into those close corners, you're going to end up drawing a foul. And unfortunately, we will get our first free throws of the day for Fitchburg.
For that, there was another substitution for the Bulldogs, the first of the day. P.J. Brinkman in, replacing number 42, Randy Vasquez. Christian Yates with his first foul of the game, as Momeka misses his first free throw. So far, Dean out-rebounding the Falcons 7-3. Quick correction there. The foul is given to number 1, Frankie Idlet, instead of Christian Yates. Momeka misses short on his second free throw. Dean may be noticing that may be the guy that they may have to foul late in the game. Idlet bringing the ball up now after 2 missed free throws from the Falcons. Yates in the corner with it. Ray Barnes back over to Idlet. Idlet, the right wing. They're going to call a foul on number 1, Alex Momeka. On the drive there. No shot. It'll be the second personal foul for the Falcons this half. Number 4, Greg Faro receives the inbound. Hop step into the paint, little floater. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Inside is number 34, P.J. Brinkman, but that is rejected. And the Falcons will bring it up. Wide open man in the corner for the Falcons, but that is off. One of the Bulldogs players maybe slipped and fell, and the shot was short. Yates just in front of us on the left wing. Billy Ray Barnes at the top of the three-point line. That'll be another foul. 14 minutes and 15 seconds here remaining in the first half. I'm Sam Sundstrom alongside Grant Flood on WGAO Power 88. Dean's up 4-2 at the moment. Joshua John Charles checks in for Jalen Pitts on the Falcons. Yates receives the inbounds pass on the far right corner. Pass over to Idlet. Idlet looking to make a pass. 9 seconds left in the shot. He'll take a deep three, and that's off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Falcons. Momeka with the ball, the right wing, passes over to his left. Falcon now looking to make a pass, wide open player, but decides not to take the shot. He'll drive in with a little hook shot for 2. Joshua John Charles with the basket to make it 4-4.
I knew the Falcons were going to strike eventually, and good job there trying to work just outside of the paint, and they're able to get a clean shot off.
Idlet blocked in the paint by about 4 Falcons defenders. And a quick pass inside for the Falcons, but goes under the rim and hits the underneath side of it.
It looked like P.J. Brinkman got the block there, Sam. Able to get back on the rush and get a nice block.
I think you're right, because it is the Falcons inbound underneath their own basket. Quick pass to the inbounders right for a 3, no good. Rebound Falcons back out to the right side. Number 10, Nathaniel Semedo in control, passes it over to his Falcon teammate to the right, and they're going to call an offensive foul. On number 14, Jackson Owens. So it'll be an inbound for the Bulldogs. Still 4-4. Idlet bringing the ball up the court now. Takes a pass, makes a bounce pass down to Randy Vasquez. Yates with the mid-range pull-up J. It's good, but offensive foul on Randy Vasquez. His first, but the team's third foul of the half. Jackson Owens with the inbound and another foul. I believe the foul was on number 5, Jason Parker. Greg Farr will check in for Christian Yates. Inbound almost stolen, but now the Falcons have numbers. Number 10 loses the ball for a quick second, but gets it back. Looking to make a pass now after picking up his dribble. Jackson Owens on the drive. Trapped now down in the key. Makes a pass back out to his teammate, who swings it back to Owens for 3. No good. Rebound Falcons. And a contested layup there for number 3, Joshua John Charles, and it's good. And then a bad pass turnover down the right sideline will result in Falcons ball.
There was definitely a miscommunication down the right side pass there. Parker wasn't even looking for the basketball when the pass was heading his direction. And it looks like it's going to be a much needed timeout here for Dean with the 4-point swing.
We're going to have a timeout here called by the Bulldogs, who currently trail 6-4 with 12:21 left. Pretty even game so far, all things considered. Both teams shooting subpar, 3 for 12 for Fitchburg and 2 for 11 for Dean. Gonna have a sideline report here from our sideline reporter, Christina Longo. A second here to try to get things situated. Here she is.
This is Christina Longo reporting from Pierre Gymnasium. The Bulldogs and the Falcons score is 4-6 right now with the Falcons ahead. The Bulldogs are looking to secure their 3rd win after coming off an awesome win last week where they beat University of Maine Augusta 110-58. Hoping that the offense will show up a little more here and we'll see more offense and defense. Now back to Sam and Grant.
Thank you, Christina. During that report, there was no basket scored by the Falcons, but then Dean brings it back down and misses a shot quickly. Quick bounce pass down to Jackson Owens, and 1. The shot will count on the foul, and he'll get a chance for a 3-point play.
Jackson Owens playing in his first game of the season, first points of the season for Owens. And look at Owens just crashing into the paint there and drawing the foul so we could attempt for an extra point.
Billy Ray Barnes credited with the foul there. Owens will shoot 1 at the line. Couple of substitutions here for the Bulldogs. Number 3, Tyler Nordstrom, and number 0, Jermaine Davenport check in for number 22, Billy Ray Barnes, and number 1, Frankie Idlet. Owens misses the free throw, rebounded by the Bulldogs. Tyler Nordstrom brings the ball up the court, passes over to Greg Farr on the left wing. Randy Vasquez at the top of the 3-point line now. The handoff pass to Yates. Yates looking to make a move. He drives in, passes out to Faro. Pump fake, mid-range jumper. It's good. They'll cut the lead to 2. Fitchburg leading.
Take the original 3-point shot, take that extra 2 steps, and is able to make a more comfortable shot to cut the deficit.
Matthew Drayton, inside pass, down low, no good. Yates bringing the ball up quickly now. Passes over to Nordstrom. Nordstrom pull-up jumper. It's good. That'll tie the game at 8 apiece. with 10:51 remaining in the first half.
Nordstrom, quick transition. They're able to get the block shot and then scored the basket on the other end.
John Charles with another contested layup attempt, but is off. Christian Yates now in the left corner. Passes it straight away. And it's good for three from Jamie Davenport on the right corner. Dean on a quick 7-0 run now. Or 6-0 run, excuse me, that was not a three. Score is 10-8, Bulldogs. John Charles up at the top of the three-point line, driving in. Another contested layup from John Charles, and this time he draws a foul. Randy Vasquez with his second foul. John Charles will shoot two at the line.
John Charles at the line, shooting two.
John Charles misses his first shot. One thing I've noticed from the Bulldogs so far is their turnovers. They've already got three here, just about halfway done in the first half. They only average 11 a game. Right now they're on pace to break that average. They're going to have to tighten that up if they want to keep the lead and win. John Charles no good on his second free throw as well. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds on the Bulldogs.
Fitchburg State also not capitalizing on these free throw attempts. They've already missed 4 in this game. Both teams trying to figure themselves out here in the opening 10 minutes.
Tyler Nordstrom with the steal on the inbound. A foul called on the shot attempt by the Bulldogs. Number 0, Jermaine Davenport. On the floor, actually, not on the shot attempt. Jalen Jackson with the foul for the Falcons. Christian Yates with the inbound. They make the handoff pass to Nordstrom. Nordstrom at the top, near center court. Passes back over to Yates, who finds a teammate in the far right corner, but that shot is no good. Quick fast break here for the Falcons. Quick drive in, layup will not drop, and it's going to be out of bounds. Bulldogs ball. Davenport to make the inbounds pass. The Falcons here with a full court press, which they've been doing the whole game, and it's been working effectively on the inbounds passes for the Bulldogs. Yates makes a pass over to Nordstrom. Nordstrom just at the edge of the Bulldogs logo at center court. A couple more passes back over to Nordstrom in the corner. The three-pointer is good. First three-pointer for the Bulldogs today. Now make it 13-8 with 9 minutes left in the first half. Jeremiah Simeon picks up his dribble just past half court, makes a pass and another pass over to the left side. Simeon for three, no good. Rebounded by Yates. Yates bringing the ball up quickly now. Looking to drive in, makes a pass down low to Brinkman. Brinkman loses the ball. Shot attempt no good. That is Harlan Nichols, not Brinkman, on the court. My apologies. Reverse layup from the Falcons is good. Matthew Drayton on the reverse layup there makes it 13-10. Nordstrom bringing the ball up now, and a reaching foul is called on number 23, Kamal Franks, his first, and the team's sixth. Both teams with 6 fouls so far in the first half. There'll be a side out at center court for the Bulldogs. Yates will pass it in to Nordstrom. Nordstrom fakes a pass, makes a pass down low into the key. Contested layup, no good. Harlan Nichols tries for the rebound, but it's corralled by the Falcons. Jeremiah Simeon bringing the ball up looking for an open teammate. Makes a man fall. He'll take the three-point shot. Short. Rebounded by the Falcons. Putback attempt is short, but after another rebound from Trevor Oliver, the third shot attempt of the possession is true. Christian Yates makes a pass. Short to Faro, who passes it back to Yates, just in front of us. Yates over to Nordstrom. Nordstrom looking to drive in on the baseline. Floater is good.
Nordstrom has been the Bulldog that has not been afraid to shoot the ball early on in this game, and he has been hitting on all cylinders inside the two-point line and outside the three-point line as well.
Nordstrom with 7 points so far, the team high. Falcons with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Over to a Falcon in the left side corner. Pass back over to Jalen Jackson. Three-point shot, long. Now it'll be a shot clock violation. Took that shot with about 2 seconds left on the shot clock and went long and took just enough of a hop to outrun the shot clock. It will be Bulldogs ball. Nathaniel Semedo will check in for Jeremiah Simeon. Yates with the ball, trying to get it past half court. We'll bring it up on the right sideline. Pass over to Nordstrom, over to Faro on the left side now. Pass back middle to Billy Ray Barnes. Faro inside, Barnes back out at the three. Pass back to Faro, handoff to Christian Yates. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Barnes with a pass inside. Great pass down to Davenport. A nice bounce pass right under the basket with a second left to spare on the shot clock, and he gets the shot up for 2 points.
Barnes with a great heads-up pass. It's a low pass as well.
Christian Yates with the steal and a quick fast break over to Faro. Contested layup, no good. Jamie Davenport with the rebound and put back to make it 19-12. Dean Bulldogs, and the Falcons need a timeout. So Dean with a quick fast break bucket there off the Yates steal, who had 7 steals in their last game against New England College on Monday, which was a 94-57 win. Yates with a season high 27 points on 10 of 16 shooting that game, and again with 7 steals.
We talked about those fast break points heading into the game, Sam. That has been their main strength right now, is to steal the ball and to make sure they can capitalize on the turnovers they create.
Again, 19-12 here in the first half. 5:57 left in the first half of play. Again, this is Sam Sundstrom alongside Grant Flood on WGAO Power 88, broadcasting Dean College Bulldogs men's basketball action against the Fitchburg State Falcons, currently in a timeout. And the Falcons have had some good open looks at the basket today, but just can't capitalize. They're shooting 6 of 23 from the field, good for 26%, with Dean shooting 9 of 22 for 40%. And the Falcons also 0 for 7 from the arc and 0 for 5 from the free throw line.
Dean, this is projected to be their lowest scoring half of the season by quite a significant margin, but they are still managing to hold on to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, the defense definitely keeping them in this game and allowing the offense to execute. The Falcons bringing it up now. Braden White. It's going to be a foul just over half court on number 3, Tyler Nordstrom.
Bulldogs fouls on number 3, Tyler Nordstrom.
The Falcons will be in the bonus now, 1-and-1 bonus. Braden White will shoot, and that one's good, so we'll get another one here. Scored 19-13 now. Bulldogs in the lead with 5:48 left in the first half. Braden White with his second attempt, and that one's good as well. So the first 2 free throws made for the Falcons come from the hands of Braden White. Nordstrom with the ball now at midcourt. Passes it over to Billy Ray Barnes. Barnes looking to his left. He finds Yates. Yates gets a screen from Davenport. Davenport for three off the pop, and that's good. Make it 22-14. Braden White bringing the ball up now for the Falcons. Gets a screen at half court. He looks to drive in all by himself. He'll take a layup, and that's good. 22-16 now. Billy Ray Barnes passes it back over to Nordstrom after receiving the ball from him. Nordstrom over to Yates. Yates looking to make a play. Nordstrom's open on his left, doesn't see him. Yates hands it off to Faro. Faro drives in, bad pass. Almost saved by the Falcon there, but it'll stay Bulldogs ball after it was tipped. Tip there from number 21, Jalen Jackson. Frankie Idlett checking in for the Bulldogs, replacing number 3, Tyler Nordstrom. 4:54 left in the first half of action. Idlett will inbound the ball. Makes a pass to his right. Faro, contested mid-range jumper. It counts. Idlett with the assist. The Bulldogs now with a full court press. Almost a 5-second count there. The tip pass there. Idlett with the reception. And Yates stumbles after a trip by number 11, Matthew Drayton. It's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Yates.
Team 7, Christian Yates at the line shooting 1-and-1.
Yates with the first free throw attempts here for the Bulldogs. His first one is no good and rebounded by the Falcons. Jalen Jackson with the rebound, and he'll bring it up the court. The right baseline, pass back to him, inside, fouled. Shot is no good.
Yeah, Davenport got near the lower body area to draw the contact, which will now lead to the free throw attempts by Fitchburg. And considering the fact that Dean College has already committed 8 fouls.
Jalen Jackson at the line shooting.
Good way to stay in the game from the offense. 2 for 7 for the Falcons from the free throw line, 0 for 1 from the Bulldogs. As Jalen Jackson's first free throw is good. To make it 24-17 Dean. Second free throw's no good, rebounded by Billy Ray Barnes. Barnes over to Idlett, who will bring the ball up past half court. He'll drive in on his left, handoff to Christian Yates. Yates with a bounce pass to Davenport. Davenport back out to Idlett, who finds Yates at the top of the three-point arc. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Yates looking to drive in. He will. Layup attempt is no good. Rebounded by number 10, Nathaniel Semedo. Bounce pass inside. Euro step, contact, no foul, but the shot is good. Idlett will bring the ball up for the Bulldogs, who now lead 24-19. Idlett pass out to Billy Ray Barnes, fakes the three-point jumper, drive in into the paint, post fadeaway, short. Idlett with the rebound outright. Greg Farr wide open for three. He'll take it to the top of the arc, no good. Foul on the rebound attempt for the Falcons. The foul will be on Dean Bulldog, and it will be a 1-and-1. Loose ball foul on Jermaine Davenport. His second foul of the game. 3:30 left here in the first half. Dean still up 24-19. It'll be 1-and-1 for John Charles. 6'4" sophomore out of Dorchester, Mass. Trevor Oliver looking to check into the game, but the ref wouldn't let him. John Charles makes his first free throw. Number 42, Randy Vasquez will check in for the Bulldogs. replacing Jermaine Davenport. John Charles with the second free throw attempt. And that is off to the right. Christian Yates with the rebound. Yates passes it up to Idlet. Idlet down inside the three-point arc now. Idlet back out to the top of the three-point line. Drives into his right, makes a pass out to Yates, short. Stolen by the Falcons. Good bounce pass there from number 0, Braden White. Makes for the easy bucket for the Falcons to make it 24-22. Dean still with the lead here. Idlet controlling the offense. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Idlet passes it to Vasquez. Vasquez hands it off to Yates. Yates drives in, contested floater, drops in. Puts the Bulldogs back up by 4 with 2:43 left. There'll be another foul call down low underneath the basket. Greg Faro. That's his second, and that'll put the Falcons at the line for 2. Number 10, Nathaniel Semedo will shoot 2. His first attempt is good. Makes it 26-23 in favor of the Bulldogs. Number 3, Tyler Nordstrom will check in for number 4, Greg Farrow. Substitution for the Falcons as well. And the Falcons free throw being good to make it a 2-point deficit for them. Idlet at the top of the three-point line, steps back, no shot. Looking to make a pass, he'll make a pass over to his right to Billy Ray Barnes. Passes down low in the post to Vasquez. Vasquez pump fake, puts it up. Reverse layup is true. And the ball up is Braden White for the Falcons. White drives into his left, stops, makes a pass back out to the three-point line. Jalen Jackson down low to Oliver. Oliver wide open for a layup for 2. 28-26 Dean now. 2 minutes left in the first half. Idlet at the three-point wing. He steps back for a 3. No good. Christian Yates with a quick rebound, and he gets fouled. Fouls on number 10, Nathaniel Semedo.
Dean College has been very good getting to their own rebounds. They have not been afraid to jump up and grab the ball if they miss a shot and keep plays alive.
Yates with his 6th rebound of the game. He leads the team. Billy Ray Barnes in second with 3rd. Christian Yates will shoot 1 and 1. Makes his first. Makes the score 29-26 with 1:48 left in the first half. Yates with his 2nd free throw attempt, short off the front of the rim. Quick fast break for the Falcons. Number 10, Nathaniel Semedo, lays it up and in to make the Dean lead just 1. Nordstrom brings the ball up now over to Billy Ray Barnes at the three-point wing. Barnes at the top now. Over to Yates, over to Idlet at the left wing. Idlet drives in at the free throw line, passes back out to Yates. Yates drives into the three-point line, or free throw line now, and is fouled. Fouled on a shot attempt, short right. And it'll be 2 shots. Braden White with his first foul of the contest. Christian Yates with his 5th and 6th free throw attempts of the first half here.
Christian Yates at the line.
His first of 2 is no good. Yates, the 5'10 junior out of Atlanta, Georgia. Again, season high last game of 27 points of 10-16 shooting with 7 steals as well. Yates with his 2nd shot. That one will go. It'll be a 30-second timeout called by head coach Joe Cabral for Dean. Joe Cabral is 4th season as the head coach of the Bulldogs with a 33-45 record. Before that, he was the assistant head coach for 4 seasons. So Dean now leading 30-28 with 1:19 left in the first half. Dean with 10 fouls so far, and Fitchburg with 9, so definitely a high foul half for both teams. Both teams now in the bonus. Or excuse me, the Fitchburg is in the double bonus, with Dean being in just a single bonus for 1-1. Coming out of the 30-second timeout now, Jalen Jackson will pass it in underneath Dean's basket. Dean's scoring basket, rather. Braden White will bring the ball up now, crossing half court. Braden White gets a screen from Oliver. He'll drive in. Bit of a push-off there, but no call. Braden White with a reverse layup to tie the game at 30 apiece with a minute remaining in the first half. Idlet now over on the left wing. Randy Vasquez was begging for the ball on the post right in front of him, but he elects not to pass it to him. Idlet now at the top of the three-point line after a handoff from Yates. He'll drive in, make a bounce pass over to Vasquez. The mid-range jumper is no good. It's going to be an offensive loose ball foul on Idlet, who's talking with the ref now, looking for an explanation. Looks like he said it was a bit of a push. So Idlet with the second foul of the first half. And it will be 2 shots for the Falcons.
Talk about a momentum shifter here. This would give Fitchburg their first lead of the day. And they have been very impressive on the defensive side of the ball here in the past few minutes.
Will be number 11, Matthew Drayton, shooting 2 for the Falcons. The 6'3" sophomore out of Boston, making his way over to Fitchburg to play some Division III basketball. He will miss his first shot. It's not rebounded, so Matthew Drayton ran right over to grab the rebound, thinking it was 1 of 1, and the Bulldogs just fell asleep there, but he does indeed get a second shot. Drayton with his second free throw attempt, and that one's good as well, or that one's good, missing his first one. Would give Fitchburg a 1-point lead with 35 and counting left in the first half. And it will be a foul against number 0, Braden White, on the reach. And number 3, Tyler Nordstrom, who will shoot 2, now in the double bonus. I will say from our angle, it definitely looked like it was kind of all ball. It was the side referee. Didn't have that great of an angle there. It looked like to him maybe that it was a reach-in foul. Nonetheless, Nordstrom will shoot 2. Nordstrom's first attempt rattles out. Dean will stay down 1. Sameda will come in. Number 4, Simeon will sit, as well as Tyler Oliver, who will sit in favor of Joshua John Charles. .0 seconds left in the first half as Nordstrom ties the game at 31 with his second free throw. Braden White receives the inbound. Look to take his time with the 30-second shot clock. Braden White passes over to his left, Joshua John Charles. He hands it off over to Jackson. Jackson back over to Semedo. Braden White with the ball now. Crossover, spin move into the paint. He'll pass it out to Jalen Jackson. Jackson over to Semedo. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to take a deep 3. No good. 4 seconds left. Dean will look to push up. 2 seconds. Half-court shot. No good. Nothing but net, but not inside the rim. So now we'll take it to halftime with the Bulldogs and the Falcons tied at 31 apiece. Definitely some good action there in the first half. A lot of fouls, 10 fouls for each team there. With Dean leading for the majority of the game, 10:55 time with the lead. And Fitchburg shooting 15 free throws so far in the game to Dean's just 7. So like you said before the game started, Grant, you wanted to see Dean defensively not improve, but stay on par with the course from their first 2 games. Do you think they've done that today so far?
And it looks like they absolutely have done that, only holding their opponent to 31 points. They have been making Fitchburg State work around the perimeters. They want them to shoot the deep threes. They're playing strong defense. They've had a lot of fast breaks. They just haven't been capitalizing on offense at 100%. Definitely need to polish up the passing in the attacking zone.
Yeah, 3 turnovers rather for the Bulldogs so far. I mentioned that they only average 11 total turnovers per game through their first 2. So they're looking to keep that number down as well. I'm going to send it over to the studio, and after that, a quick halftime show from Chase Stevens and Liam O'Neill on the Halftime Boomer Report here at Pieri Gymnasium in Franklin, Massachusetts.
Broadcasting live from the digital state-of-the-art studios at Dean College. This is WGAF Franklin, Massachusetts. Power 88. Southeastern New England's hottest rock. All day long.
Hi, my name's Bob.
Hi, Bob.
So I see this ad on TV. Says I can reduce my debt by 50%. So I call. They told me to stop paying my bills, stop talking to my creditors. It didn't seem right, but they said they'd take care of everything.
I gave them thousands of dollars, but most of it went to their fees.
Getting out of debt is neither quick nor easy. There are those who will tell you anything just to win your trust.
Sounded perfect. I did everything they told me to do.
They never paid my creditors. They didn't even contact them.
Turns out I'm even more in debt because the fees and the interest on my cards kept piling up.
Bad advice from so-called experts can make your financial situation worse.
And the bank turned me down for a mortgage. And that's when I realized my credit was shot.
I should have gone straight to my creditors to begin with.
There is a better way to get help. Talk to your creditors directly, or to find a nonprofit agency near you, visit debtadvice.org. Debtadvice.org. Real solutions for real people. This has been a public service message.
Laura, that was an amazing meal. The guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
It's hard to believe how much you and Jim have done with the house in such a short amount of time. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, we love it too. And the kids are really thriving in school here. But...
But what? Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura. You know what? My cousin Susan and her husband were in a similar situation, but they got some terrific advice for free from a housing counselor from the NFCC, the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. You need to be careful who you can trust these days with so many so-called mortgage consultants out there. The NFCC is nonprofit and has been around for more than 50 years.
If you think you're in danger of foreclosure, call the NFCC today at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. A public service from the NFCC.
It's great to catch up, Jamie. How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Does that include my cafe?
There are some exemptions for certain companies, but don't worry. There's lots of guidance on the government's website about who needs to file. Check out fincen.gov/BOI. Filing is easy and free. It took me less than 20 minutes.
Looks like I do have to file. Thanks, Jamie. It's great having a supportive business community.
Reporting beneficial ownership information helps protect U.S. national security. Filing is quick, secure, and free. And it's the law. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
Hello and welcome back inside the Peary Gymnasium for the Boomers halftime report. I'm Liam O'Neill alongside Chase Stevens. Your score after the first half of play: Bulldogs 31, Fitchburg Falcons 31. We got a tie game and a good one at that. Chase, in the first half of play, started off a little slow, kind of low scoring. The scoring picked up around 10 minutes left to play. And now we got a tight ball game on our hands. Walk me through the Dean offensive side of the ball and who's been kind of working for them.
It's been the bench going at it all game today. Jermaine Davenport came out the bench with 9 points and is leading to the team today in points. And Tyler Nordstrom came out the bench with 8 points and is second in team's points. And they're both combined for 17 points, which is more than half the team's points this quarter. And it is 17 bench points, which has been very helpful for the teams. And I said this game will be a defensive game. It has been a close one, right? And both teams are being held to 31 points in the half. What do you think would help get the Falcons over the offensive line?
Well, as we mentioned, the Falcons and the Bulldogs both kind of getting the offense going late in the first half, kind of picking up the pace as time went on. And for the Falcons, on the other end of the ball, the offense has really been a team effort. Braden White and Nathan Samito both have 6 points in the game. Right behind them is Matthew Drayton, their point guard. He's got 5. And the Falcons really spreading the wealth here. 3 points, 4 points, and another 6 points off the bench for the Falcons. And as for some defensive stats, rebounding is pretty much even as well. Dean College with 22 rebounds, 21 for the Falcons. Three-point percentage has been kind of getting hot as of late for the Bulldogs. Tyler Nordstrom and Jermaine Davenport, you mentioned Chase coming off the bench. They have 3-pointers of their own. And if you're Dean, I'd say the defense has got to be a point of interest to keep going in this one coming into the second half. As for Fitchburg State, on the other side of the ball, I think maybe getting their starters involved for both sides is a good idea. Frankie Adlet, Greg Farrow, Christian Yates, names that we usually hear for the Bulldogs. They haven't really gotten their footing in this game so far. They've only played 2 games other than this, but Fitchburg doing a great job at holding the Dean starters to a minimum. The only starter really to make a difference for the Bulldogs so far in this one is Randy Vasquez, the center, 6'5", out of Methuen, Mass. He's got 6 points in this one, and he's really been getting things going on the boards and putting shots back up for the Bulldogs. So Chase, kind of closing out this one, in the second half, what would you like to see from the Bulldogs?
I like to see them starting to get more of their starters open, especially number 23, Christian Yates. You know, he's a really good three-point shooter, you know, but he needs to get the opportunity to get the 3 points open. And number 1, Frankie Adelet, just keep doing what he does every game, you know. He's a playmaker. He's really a good playmaker, you know. He finds all his open teammates, and, like, you know, that's what gets them the points, you know. And you got Ray, you know what he's saying? He has a very good 3-point shot too, you know. If they just get all the starters going, you know, it's going to be a really good game for Dean, you know.
Well said. So the Bulldogs look to get their starting lineup back involved. Christian Yates, obviously the leading scorer on this team, 45 on the season coming into today. He had 27 in his last contest. So the Bulldogs just looking to get their starters on a roll here. Don't go anywhere. In 6 minutes, Sam Sundstrom and Brent Flood will be back on the call for the second half of action. Once again, your score after one half of play here against Fitchburg State is 31-31. We got a tie ball game and a good one. Don't go anywhere on WGAO and Boxcast.tv. For Liam O'Neill, Chase Stevens, this has been your Boomer Halftime Report. We will see you for the Boomer pregame and postgame report.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just up? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just
Right arm, right leg.
Left leg, left arm.
Both legs above the knee.
Both legs, part of my left hand.
Lost both my legs in Iraq.
These 9/11 veterans are just a few of the heroes we serve at Homes for Our Troops. For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes with features like wheelchair access, roll-in showers, and pull-down cabinets that allow them to function independently and focus on their recovery and family. This life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans, thanks to our donors and supporters. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Dr. Gaines, nice to see you getting groceries instead of in your office.
Hi, Julia. How are the kids?
Abigail and David are doing great. They're at home with a bunch of other kids and their poor dad. These bags are supplies.
Now, I have to put on my pediatrician's hat here. I haven't seen them in my office for their flu vaccines yet. Are you bringing them in?
They're big kids. Do they need flu vaccines?
Oh, absolutely. The CDC recommends flu vaccination for all kids from 6 months through 18 years. Flu can be serious. I mean, think about how fast flu can spread through a school or even your own home. Speaking of that, I heard your mom's coming to town. How about you, your husband, and Grandma all getting vaccinated too?
Wow, if the pediatrician is worried about the grown-ups, flu must be serious. I'll get the kids their flu vaccines, Doc. Don't worry.
And you can get your flu shot at the back of the store here. I'll even treat you to a lollipop.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to our broadcast of Division III college basketball. Matchup of the Dean Bulldogs and the Fitchburg State Falcons. Score tied at halftime, 31-31. Just about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. A couple of the leaders, points-wise for the Bulldogs so far. Jermaine Davenport off the bench with 9 points in 9 minutes, 4 for 5 from the field, as well as 1 for 1 from 3. And number 3, Tyler Nordstrom, also off the bench with 8 points in 8 minutes, 3 for 3, as well as 1 for 1 from the three-point line and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Points leaders for the Falcons, number 6, Nathaniel Semedo, as well as number 0, Braden White, both with 6 in 12 and 11 minutes respectively, both shooting 2 for 3 and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Just about ready to get going here in the second half. Once again, I'm Sam Sundstrom alongside Grant Flood. And we are ready to get going here and for the start of the second half. Christian Yates will pass it in at center court at the far side. Yates with the inbound into Idlet. Idlet bringing it up the top of the three-point line down to Vasquez. At the free throw line, he'll hand it off to Billy Ray Barnes. Idlet back over to Farrow. Farrow drives inside, passes it out to Billy Ray. Idlet looking to make a pass. Farrow inside to Vasquez. Vasquez in the post, right under the basket. Drop step in, a reverse layup is good to give Dean the 2-point lead, 33-31 to start the second half. Number 23, Kamal Franks, passes it over to number 11, Matthew Drayton. Drayton, their scoring leader, with 23 points last time out on Thursday in a loss to Riviere, 82-65. Drayton drives in with a spin move out of the post. He'll fade away short. Yates with the rebound, the leading rebounder in today's game for the Bulldogs. Yates receives a handoff from Idlet. Yates drives in, hard foul. Make sure he's okay.
Jump ball.
Actually, it's going to be jump ball to Fitchburg. Sure seemed like it could have been a foul there. 3 Falcons right around him, but just got enough of the ball for a jump ball possession arrow towards Fitchburg. Make sure he's still all right. He's up and moving around. Sounded like he hit the court hard.
He definitely did, but Yates is going to stay out there.
It's going to be inbound for the Falcons. Falcons bringing it up the court now. Drayton looking for a screen to his right. He's going to hand it off to Franks. Back to Drayton, back to Jalen Jackson now. Drayton at the top of the three-point line. Bounce pass down low to Franks. Franks hop step looking to make a scoop layup. A putback dunk attempt from Trevor Oliver. Just missed it. Kind of pinned it against the rim and ended up going out of bounds. Fitchburg State bench was ready to go crazy if he ended up putting the Dean Bulldogs defender on a poster there, but no dice.
Oliver had some height on that jump, tried to go for the one-handed slam, just missed.
Quick pass from Farrow and one. Farrow drives in and passes it short to Vasquez, and he'll get fouled on the shot attempt, which goes. And a chance for a three-point play for the Bulldogs.
Vasquez now goes for 4 to 5 shooting in the field goal spot, parking in front of the net and able to get a nice shot and force the free throw attempt.
Vasquez with 10 points now. Started the second half with 6. So 4 points here early for the starting forward. And he'll make his free throw for the three-point play completion. It's now 36-31 Dean. Franks makes a pass over to his left to Drayton. Drayton over to number 4, Jeremiah Simeon. Simeon drives in, is stopped by Farrow, hands it off to Drayton, and he gets fouled and hits the floor hard. It'll be 2 shots for Drayton. Foul on Frankie Idlet, his 3rd foul. The team first.
Matthew Drayton at the line
Looks like Joshua Jean-Charles looking to check in. Again, Drayton, the 6'3" sophomore out of Boston, Mass. Currently the scoring leader for the team. Jean-Charles checks in for Trevor Oliver. So far in this game, the free throw disparity between the two teams is fairly large. 16 free throws make it 17 now for the Falcons, just to 8 for the Bulldogs. And the Falcons last time out, they were outshot at the line 27-15, so it looks like they wanted to make that a point of emphasis in today's game. Being now leading by 3. Billy Ray Barnes inside the key, looking to make a pass on a cut to Farrow. Bank shot doesn't go. Hop step from Franks, no good. Rebounded by Drayton. Drayton looking to put it back up. Misses everything, but rebounded by Jalen Jackson, who puts it in on the third shot attempt.
Rebounded very nicely by Jackson, standing on the left side of that net, right there in case the original shot went and he was able to score, and now making a 1-point lead for Dean.
Idlet fouled by number 4, Jeremiah Simeon. That'll be his third foul, second of the half for the Falcons. Yates will pass it in, just in front of his own bench. Passes it to Farrow, who passes it left to Idlet. Idlet falls. Billy Ray Barnes scoops it up and takes a nice floater. And that will be good to make the score 38-35, and Dean will take a timeout. So 17:01 left in the second half with Dean up 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those who didn't know, tomorrow will be the Dean Softball fundraiser at the Public House on 280 Franklin Village Drive in Franklin, Massachusetts. This is an all-day event. A fundraiser percentage will go towards contributions to help the Dean College softball program. That is, again, tomorrow, all day at 280 Franklin Village Drive.
Definitely make your way over there and donate some money to the Dean softball team. So again, we're in a timeout here. 17:01 left in the second half, with Dean up 38-35. Fairly eventful start to the second half. A couple of hard fouls resulting in free throws for each team. Randy Vasquez leading the team in points now with 11, 5 so far in the second half, just 3 minutes in. Braden White, Nathaniel Semedo, and Matthew Drayton all with 7 for the Falcons. Again, Christian Yates leading the Bulldogs in rebounds with 7. Trevor Oliver for the Falcons with 5. Just 1 total assist for the Falcons so far, credited to Jalen Jackson. Christian Yates with 3 leading the team. Inbound here for the Falcons. Franks to Drayton back to Yates. Or Franks rather, for 3 now is Jalen Jackson. Tipped back out to Franks. Franks looking to take a 3. He does. Bounces off the rim, off the backboard, and back out. Billy Ray Barnes passes it down low to Yates, and that will be out of bounds off of number 0, Braden White. Being inbound for the Bulldogs. Idlet passes it into Yates. Back to Idlet in the right corner. Passes it back out to Farrow at the top of the three-point line. Looking to make a pass. He will. Barnes at the free throw line, contested. No good. Could have been a foul there, but it looks like Barnes maybe initiated the contact, so no call. Quick crossover from Drayton with a reverse attempt, and it kind of hung up there for a second. And a great steal there from Braden White. Braden White takes a contested mid-range jumper, and he'll get wedged in between the rim and the backboard. It'll be Bulldogs ball.
Oh my goodness, unlucky breaks left, right, and center for Fitchburg State University. First, a floater that seems like it's up in the air for multiple seconds. It does not go. You get a quick steal, go right back into the attack, and a shot just gets wedged in between the basket and the rim, and very unfortunate right there for Fitchburg State, because they had a chance to pull this within one.
Farrell out, drives in, back out to Billy Ray Barnes. Pass over to Yates. Yates drives in. Pass or shot is rejected. And a foul coming up the court on Dean. But yeah, as you said, definitely a couple of unlucky breaks for the Falcons there, but a couple of lucky breaks for the Bulldogs, if you want to look at it that way. A couple of substitutions for the Falcons. Number 10, Nathaniel Semedo checks in, as well as number 1, Alex Momeka. Matthew Drayton will sit, as well as Kamal Franks. Drayton White brings the ball up, passes it over to Jackson. Jackson down to Momeka. Momeka back to the three-point line. And it'll be out of bounds. Drayton couldn't really get a handle on it, tried to make a quick pass down low, and it kind of just went through every single player on the court there and went out of bounds. Number 3, Tyler Nordstrom, drives in now, is stripped on the layup attempt, gets the ball back and forces the layup, no good. Fitchburg on a quick attack now, down low to Jackson. Jackson with the floater is good. So Jalen Jackson cuts the lead to just 1 for the Bulldogs. Nordstrom will bring the ball up. Nordstrom over to Billy Ray. Billy Ray over to Farrow. Farrow looking to drive. He'll take a contested floater off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Stripped away. Out of bounds on the Falcon. And now a couple of substitutions for the Bulldogs. Number 0, Jermaine Davenport checks in, as well as another Bulldog. Inbound from Idlett into Billy Ray Barnes, back to Idlett. Idlett drives in, passes back out to the three-point line to Yates. Yates moves to his right, makes the pass back left to Idlett. Idlett down low, looking for Davenport. Davenport takes a fadeaway, no good. Braden White down low now for the Falcons on the fast break. Misses a layup, putback attempt from Jalen Jackson, no good. Davenport pass over to Yates, over to Farrow for 3. Misses everything. Quick rebound from Davenport though, and 1. So he'll go back to the line for a free throw attempt after the made layup. Catching the air ball from Farrow, and capitalizes to get the 3 points anyway, or look to get the 3 points on his one free throw attempt.
That's what I was talking about back in the first half, Sam. The Bulldogs are quick on recovering their own rebounds and correcting their own mistakes. As you can see, Davenport with a nice basket there.
And he'll make his free throw to complete the three-point play. Foul was on number 10, Nathaniel Semedo. Substitution for the Falcons. Jalen Pitts is in for number 3, Joshua John Charles. Number 1, Alex Momeka drives in down low and makes a layup to cut the lead to 2. Idlett driving in quickly now. No shot on the foul. Will be a block against Braden White.
Fourth on the team. Number 14.
Or number 10 rather, Nathaniel Semedo with a foul, his 4th. And Semedo will sit. Jackson Owens comes in, number 14, out of Buford, Georgia. Christian Yates with the fadeaway jumper near the three-point line. It's no good. And a quick fast break for the Falcons. Missed the layup attempt, too strong from Omeka. And a jump ball on the rebound attempt. And it will go to Fitchburg. Jackson Owens and Idlett tied together there on the rebound. The possession goes to Fitchburg. Billy Ray Barnes talking with the ref I believe he's asking why it's still Fitchburg's ball after they had already gotten a jump ball this half. But it will be an inbound for the Falcons. Braden White looking to pass it in. Up to number 24, Jalen Pitts. Back to Braden White, the left side wing now for the Falcons. He'll drive all the way right. 2 screens there for him. Momeko with the reverse layup, and that is good. 41-41 now with 13 and a half rather, remaining in the second half. Both teams with 10 points so far, just about 7 minutes in. Billy Ray hands it off to Tyler Nordstrom. He passes it back to Billy Ray on the drive, and that is rejected by the Falcons. It'll stay Bulldogs ball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. There's going to be a conference between the refs here. The Falcons bench was pleading for them to check something. I'm not really sure what. But there was a stoppage, but it will still be Bulldogs ball. Inbounded from Idlet to Billy Ray. Billy Ray will take a mid-range J. That one's no good. Davenport tries a putback layup, but can't get it to go. It'll be Fitchburg's ball now. Bringing up the court is Momeka. Momeka out to Braden White. Jackson Owens comes up with the ball after a tip pass. Braden White now with the ball on the handoff. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. White looking to make a pass. He does over to Jackson to his left. Jackson drives in. Contested layup is good. No foul, but it will be a 2-point lead regardless for the Falcons. Billy Ray sizing up down low. Makes a pass out to Farrow. Farrow drives in, tries to make a pass out, is trapped, but he does get the pass off. Billy Ray to his right over to Idlet. Sidestep 3 is good. So Idlet gets the 3 there. And then head coach of the Bulldogs, Joe Cabral, takes a quick timeout afterwards. So Idlet gives the Bulldogs the lead back, 44-43, with 12:15 left in the second half.
Idlet with a beautiful fadeaway 3 right there. It kind of felt like Dean College was losing the grasp of this game a little bit. Hopefully that 3 and the timeout called by Coach Cabral reels them back in. This team, I visited practice on Thursday. This team was practicing the routine jumpers in front of the basket.
We're going to have a sideline report here from Christina Longo. She has some things to tell us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pieri Gymnasium. I'm Christina Longo. The score currently right now is Dean Bulldogs 44, Fitchburg State Falcons 43. The whole game has been just a game of defense and a game of fouls. The personal fouls for the Bulldogs has been 13, with the Falcons with 12 personal fouls. Now back to Grant and Sam.
Thank you, Christina. We're just coming out of the timeout called by the Bulldogs. Resume play here shortly. It's been a couple of big men for the Bulldogs taking over the game today. Randy Vasquez with 11 points and Jermaine Davenport with 12. Jermaine Davenport 6'3", with Vasquez 6'5". Falcons bring the ball up now. Momeko looking to make a quick drive in, and that one's out of bounds on Momeka. Looked like he tried to get a shot up and just kind of lost it. So Idlet will bring up the ball now for the Bulldogs. Over to Davenport, over to Farrow. Farrow down low to number 34. PJ Brinkman. Brinkman in the post. Quick drop step. Shot is up, fouled, but no good on the shot attempt. So he'll shoot 2.
Obviously, when you get deep into the paint like that, you're looking for the 3-point play. Just lobbing one up, bounced off the rim, drew the foul, however. You will still get a chance to have a 3-point lead here.
So just over 8 minutes into the second half here. And the Falcons already with 5 team fouls as Brinkman misses his first shot. PJ Brinkman, the junior, out of Chula Vista, California. Definitely a far trek from Franklin, Massachusetts. Standing at 6'6". Being still with a 1-point lead. His second free throw is good to make it a 2-point lead. Full court press here from the Bulldogs on the Falcons. Inbound attempt is stolen by Farrow. Farrow, quick pass down to Brinkman, is short. Brinkman with his own rebound puts it up for 2.
Brinkman gets his own rebound, but that is all Farrow able to jump in front of the inbound pass and then deliver Brinkman down low.
Brinkman with 3 quick points here in the second half. Being up 4, 47-43 with 11 and a half minutes remaining. Drayton fakes the layup attempt, passes it back to Jackson, who goes up with the layup for 2. Idlet with the ball now on the left sideline. Just crossing half court. He's going to fake the drive, go back in. Going to step back. Look to pass now inside to Brinkman. He'll hand it back off to Idlet. Idlet back to Brinkman. Tried for the reverse layup, but rejected by number 25, Tyler Oliver. Almost stolen there on the fast break attempt by number 5, Jason Parker, or Jason Parker rather. And it will be a foul against Jermaine Davenport. It's going to be a shooting foul, so Jalen Jackson will shoot 2. 6'3" sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas. Couple of players on Fitchburg out of Texas. Shamar Richburg out of Rio Vista. And number 23, Kamau Franks out of Converse, Texas.
Keene has been holding on to this 1-point lead for quite a while. They can't seem to break away. Seems like they're teetering between the 1-point lead and the 3-point lead.
It's going to be out of bounds on the block shot. It'll be Bulldogs ball underneath the basket. Idlet will pass in. Kamau Franks will check in for Jalen Jackson. Brinkman down low, rejected by Tyler Oliver. Battle of the Giants down low there. Franks looking to score quickly off the bench out to Momeka. Momeka drives in, reverse layup on Brinkman, no good. Brinkman with the rebound. Number 4, Greg Farrow brings the ball up on the right sideline, makes a move past Braden White. Contested layup is no good. Fast break here for the Falcons. Drayton with the reverse layup is good. So a couple of reverse layups there from the Falcons, with the second one being true on the fast break attempt, and the Falcons will take a quick timeout. Now with the lead, Fitchburg 48, Dean 47, with 10:13 left in the second half.
Well, this game's been a seesaw, and perhaps Dean underestimating Fitchburg State a little bit, coming off the 2 huge wins to start off the season. Pittsburgh comes in today at 0-3, but they have been playing very efficient in this second half, have already scored 17 points, and they're trying to take advantage of the Dean College turnovers.
Yeah, as you said, it's definitely been back and forth. Seven total lead changes in the game so far, with the tie ball game 6 times. Fitchburg only with 3.5 minutes total of time with the lead, compared to Dean's 19.5 as we resume play out of the Fitchburg timeout, with Idlet bringing the ball up, double team, passes it over to Billy Ray Barnes, passes it back to Idlet. Idlet at the top of the 3-point arc, working on Braden White, drops the ball, passes it over to Billy Ray Barnes. Barnes driving in down low, draws a foul. Looked like maybe it was a pass attempt instead of a shot, but it will be called a shot, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Billy Ray Barnes at the line, shooting 2.
So Billy Ray Barnes will shoot his first free throws of the game today. He's only 1 for 6 from the field so far. He'll make his first to tie the game back at 48 apiece.
Now, if you're Dean in a tight game, you desperately need to take advantage of whatever the defense can give you.
Barnes with the second attempt. That one goes as well to give Dean the lead once again. Dean with the full court press on the Falcons inbound. Inbounder finds Braden White. Braden White over to Momeka at the right side three-point wing. It's going to be a blocking foul on number 1, Frankie Idlet, his 4th on the game so far, 4th this half. Christian Yates will check in for the Bulldogs, as well as number 20. Nicholas Von Zabore for the Falcons. Matthew Drayton in control of the ball, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Hands it off to Momeka, who passes it to Von Zabore. Von Zabore to his left to Franks. Franks fakes right, drives left, spin shot, but a travel. Picked up his pivot foot there. It'll be Bulldogs ball.
Dean College again creating a stop and a change of possession with the lead.
Yates bringing the ball up now for the Bulldogs. On the left side, near side of your screen. If you're watching on Boxcast TV as well, we're broadcasting on WGAO Power 88. Sam Sundstrom alongside Grant Flood. Number 5 for Dean attempts a three-point shot. Jason Parker, but it's no good. Matthew Drayton on the right side now. Double team looking to make a pass. He does over to Von Zabore. Von Zabore down low to Franks. Franks with a drop step. Quick layup is good. And Fitchburg will take the lead once again. Yates quickly up the right sideline. Dribbling around, looking to make a decision. He'll take the layup with his left hand, but misses. Nice offensive rebound. Jason Parker out to Yates. Yates drives in on the baseline. Gets an open layup attempt and is good. 51-50 now for Dean. Randy Vasquez credited with the offensive rebound there, which made way for the Yates layup. Yates defending Momeka now. Momeka drives in, misses a layup. Yates with another rebound. And it'll be a foul on Fitchburg. Foul on number 25, Trevor Oliver, is first. 7th foul already for the Falcons. There's 3 away from the double bonus, but Dean currently in the single bonus, so he'll shoot 1 and 1. Christian Yates at the line.
Christian Yates at the line shooting 1 and 1.
The Falcons had a pretty sizable lead free throw wise at the end of the first half as Yates makes his first free throw. But now the Falcons with 19 free throws to Dean's 14. I believe it was 16-8 at the end of the first half, as the Bulldogs will take a timeout with 7:59 left after Yates' first free throw is good. So Dean leading 52-50 with Yates looking to make it a 3-point lead out of the timeout. Jermaine Davenport still currently leading in points for the Bulldogs with 12. Randy Vasquez right behind him with 11. Tyler Nordstrom with 8. Jalen Jackson on the Fitchburg side leading the team with 12 as well. Matthew Drayton with 9 and Braden White off the bench with 6. Dean with only 1 timeout left in the game compared to Fitchburg's 4, saving some timeouts just in case they need them late in the contest. Fitchburg and Dean ready to come out of the timeout now. Fitchburg with a staggering amount of points in the paint, 40 out of their 50 in the paint, as well as 8 second chance points for the Falcons, with 24 points in the paint for the Bulldogs and 8 second chance points as well. Ready to get going here out of the timeout. Yates at the line for one more. Second free throw is good. Let's give Dean a 3-point lead. After that timeout, Idlet checked in for Jason Parker as well. Drayton makes a pass right to Franks. Franks passes it over for a 3-point attempt, no good. Jalen Jackson with the rebound around 3 Bulldogs and gets a layup up. And that one is good to cut the lead to 1. Greg Farrow over at the right wing. He drives in, passes it out left. Christian Yates for 3. Short, misses everything. And it'll be Falcons basketball underneath their defending basket.
Dean's offense works best when they try to pass the ball around inside the paint. They probably start to change their game plan as this game continues to be close with 7 minutes remaining.
Juan Zabore finds Joshua John Charles, passes out to Franks, passes it back inside to Jalen Jackson, who tries to find Drayton down low, but just couldn't corral it right on the baseline, and it will be out of bounds, Bulldogs ball. 6:58 left and counting here in the second half with Dean up by 1. Nathaniel Semedo making his way to the scores table, looking to check in at the next stoppage. Idlet over to Billy Ray Barnes. Christian Yates right at the start of the 3-point line corner. He'll drive in at the free throw line, take a jumper, but can't get it to fall. Tip pass down to Von Zabore. Idlet tries to block it, but instead a foul is called. There'll be a shooting foul with Falcons shooting for 2.
Idlet did a good job jumping up, getting a piece of that basketball, but unfortunately he drew contact with the body, and that will lead to a free throw every time.
Tyler Nordstrom checking in for Frankie Idlet. This first one is no good from Von Zabore. Idlet actually, that was his 5th and final foul. He is fouled out for the game. So Nordstrom replaces him for what most likely will be the rest of the contest with 6.5 minutes left and counting. Game tied now at 53 apiece. Farrell looking to make a pass down low to Vasquez. Vasquez with a tough shoulder down low, inside, and gets it to go. So 55-53 lead now for the Bulldogs here in the second half with just 6 minutes to play. Drayton passes over to Semedo. Semedo gets it back on the give and go from Tyler Oliver, and it's going to be a foul against the Bulldogs. Number 3, Tyler Nordstrom's 3rd.
Nordstrom couldn't believe it when the whistle was blown. And Fitchburg is going to keep possession here.
Kamal Franks will sit down for now with Braden White coming in. Matthew Drayton will inbound right in front of our table. Braden White gets a double screen at the top of the 3-point line, picked up nicely by Vasquez. Spoiled that play there for the Falcons. Tyler Oliver right under the rim, and a foul is called.
Vasquez was quick to attempt the block, but again, contact with the body, and that's going to lead to a free throw attempt for Trevor Oliver.
Randy Vasquez was hoping he got all the ball there, but just made enough contact with Tyler Oliver to give him 2 free throws, and he'll make his first to cut the deficit to 1. Jeremiah Simeon will replace Nathaniel Semedo for the Falcons. 5:44 left here in the second half. Tyler Oliver's second free throw is good, and Fitchburg will call a timeout afterwards. So tie game now with 5:44 left in the second half. Once again being brought to you by Boxcast TV and WGAO Power 88. I'm Sam Sundstrom alongside Grant Flood. Again, as you said earlier, just back and forth in this one. 9 total ties, 10 total lead changes between the two teams, with Dean actually leading 67% of the game, 23 minutes total. As we're going to have another report from our sideline reporter, Christina Longo.
Hello, Christina Longo here from Dean College, reporting from Pieri Gymnasium. The score is currently Bulldogs 55, Fitchburg 55, with the 2 lead scorers, Jermaine Dupree and Jermaine Jackson. Where will this game end up? Who will win? Now back to Grant and Sam.
Thank you, Christina, with the sideline report. Just coming out of the timeout now. Randy Vasquez, 13 total points, leading the Bulldogs. Jalen Jackson, 14.
Out of the timeout, it's Bulldogs ball. We're tied at
Trevor Oliver for the Falcons, number 25, the 6'7" junior out of Douglas, Mass, with 3 total blocks in the game so far. He's been a force to be reckoned with down in the paint for the Bulldogs. As Nordstrom takes it up the right sideline, looking to make a pass down low. We'll find Vasquez, who's double teamed down in the corner. Out to Billy Ray Barnes, over to Farrow, swing pass over to Christian Yates for 3. No. Randy Vasquez with the rebound, quick layup, no good. Rebound Fitchburg State. Braden handed off to Braden White. White driving in on his left, Braden with the cut, no pass. Back out to the top of the three-point line. Braden White now with the ball again, just in front of us, defended by Nordstrom. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Braden White drives in, looking to get a shot up. Contested, no good. 4:45 left in the second half. Tie ball game. 55 points apiece. Christian Yates makes a pass over to Billy Ray Barnes. Greg Farrow takes a shot. Billy Ray for 3. No good. Randy Vasquez fighting for the rebound. Out of the three-point line. Gets it. Nordstrom now with the ball on the handoff. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Vasquez with the screen. Nordstrom pass over to Yates. Yates now left. Farrow for 3. No good. So 3 straight three-point attempts from the Bulldogs. Couldn't get any of them to go, as well as a putback attempt from Vasquez. 4 straight misses from the Bulldogs in a tie ball game with 4 minutes left. Jalen Jackson hands it off to Braden White. Jeremiah Simeon looking to make a pass. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Jalen Jackson pull-up jumper from 15 feet, no good. Randy Vasquez makes an outlet pass to Christian Yates. Yates passes it over to Tyler Nordstrom. Nordstrom looking for a teammate. Yates with the screen. Nordstrom pull-up jumper from the corner is good. Inside the three-point line, so just a 2-point shot. But Dean will get the lead back with 3:20 left, 57-55. Jalen Jackson with the ball now at the top of the three-point line. He'll drive in on Billy Ray Barnes. Spin move to his left. Short on the shot attempt, and it's going to be Bulldogs ball after no one touched it after the shot attempt.
Dean College with a 2 or 3 here would make it a 2-basket game. With about 3 minutes to go, they could really clamp up on defense, but this is a very crucial offensive attack.
A few substitutions here for the Falcons. Number 25, Tyler Oliver, will sit for Joshua Jean-Charles. Franks also comes in. We have a stoppage in play. They're telling them to knock it off. I'm not sure what it is, but they're telling them to stop. Farrow and Franks at the center court. Nordstrom receives the inbound. Full court press from Semedo on Nordstrom. Nordstrom drives right, kicks it out to Farrow for 3. It's good. Big basket there for the Bulldogs. 60 of 55 now with 2:47 and counting. Drayton trying to communicate with his coach while dribbling the ball right in front of the Dean defender, and Fitchburg will take a timeout. It kind of almost seemed like they were arguing about something there while play was in progress, and they call a timeout to talk things over. Just a quick 30-second timeout for the Falcons. They've got 2 timeouts left. The Dean's just 1. Both teams in the single bonus as of now with 7 fouls on each team. Dean with the possession arrow in the case of a jump ball.
Dean College's biggest lead has been 8 points. And they're only up by 5 right now, getting possession. So they have the opportunity to what in reality would be to blow this game wide open with about 2.5 minutes left.
Big thing for the Bulldogs today is the Falcons are 0 for 11 from the three-point line, with Dean being just 3 of 15. A quick steal from Nordstrom on the inbounds pass. Drain didn't even see him coming. The quick layup, no good. Rebound by Yates. Out of bounds, last touch by a Falcon. Nordstrom came in like lightning on that one.
Absolutely, completely jumped the route, read the passer's eyes, and gave Dean College possession in their own end now.
Nordstrom on the inbound to Farrow. Farrow passes it back to Nordstrom, looking to burn some clock here. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Screen from Vasquez. Nordstrom spins back left on the drive right. Quick pass over to Billy Ray Barnes in the corner. Jab step 3 is good. Just at the end of the shot clock to make it a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. The 3-point shot from Drayton, no good. Correction on my part, that Billy Ray shot was a 2-pointer, not a 3-pointer. So just a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs, who now have possession once again. Just under 2 minutes left, minute 50 and counting. Yates now with the ball and a handoff from Nordstrom. Yates with some dribble moves, looking to step back there for a mid-range jumper, passes out of it. Nordstrom with the mid-range, no good, too long. Jean-Charles with the rebound, quick pass up the court. Drayton wide open in the corner for 3, but no shot. Braden White now, Jean-Charles over to his left. Receives the pass, drives in, 15 seconds left on the shot clock with a steal from Vasquez. Now Yates looking to burn some clock, a minute 11 and counting left in the game. Dean up 62 to 55. Nordstrom will park the bus, if you will, just across half court. Just under a minute now, 56 seconds left. Nordstrom drives in, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass tipped down low, intended for Billy Ray Barnes, is out of bounds. 3 seconds left on the shot clock with 49.6 on the game clock. Yates will pass it in. And before then, quick timeout from Fitchburg State.
This will be a full timeout.
It'll be a full timeout. So Fitchburg State down 62-55, looking to make a good defensive play here with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. If Dean scores on this possession, this game could effectively be over. Considering the three-point shooting from the Falcons so far today, 0 for 11, they'd be down 9 with a 2-point basket here from the Bulldogs. And they'd be looking to make some threes or maybe a quick 2. Nonetheless, the game could be over if Dean scores here with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Dean College did a good job in the latter half of the second half to just let the game come to them. Let Fitchburg State make the mistakes and take advantage of what the defense gives you. And that is ultimately what Dean College did. They were capitalizing on the turnovers, capitalizing on the missed three-point attempts, and that is how Dean currently has a 7-point lead. Again, they will have possession to try to make it 9.
Dean has led for 25 minutes and 34 seconds in this one, looking to lead for the next 49.6 seconds. Looking to improve their record to 3-0 on the season and hand Fitchburg State their 4th loss. Yates will pass it in just in front of the bleachers on their offensive end with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Yates will pass it into Nordstrom. Nordstrom is going to have to take a shot. Pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound tipped out. Corralled by Greg Farrow. 20 additional seconds to burn here for the Bulldogs. And Billy Ray Barnes just going to stand there and control the ball. And Tyler Oliver will eventually foul him intentionally.
Obviously in that spot you need to intentionally foul, especially if the second free throw here is missed. You could capitalize and try to go on an off-speed break.
It'll actually just be a 1-and-1, so if Billy Ray misses this one, the Falcons are in a good situation, but he makes it. Increase the lead to 8 points.
8, which ties the game lead for the highest lead for Dean right there.
Last time they had an 8-point lead was 24-16 in the first half. Billy Ray Barnes looking to make it a 9-point lead for the largest lead today. The shot is short. Rebound by the Falcons. Brandon White looking to push the tempo. They're going to have to get a quick shot off. Out to the three-point line. Samede looking to drive in and shoot a fadeaway jumper. No good. It's going to be out of bounds on the Falcons. And this one is just about over. 18.7 seconds left now. No shot clock. Looks like Fitchburg will press. It won't go out without a fight, as Yates is fouled intentionally by number 11, Matthew Drayton.
Falcons foul number 11, Matt Drayton. His second, team's 9th.
Yates will go to the line for at least one. He's 4 of 7 from the line today. Definitely not his greatest day shooting. He's only 2 for 9 and 0 for 3 from the three-point arc. 8 total points, now 9 with that made free throw. But he's also Dean's leading rebounder today with 9 rebounds, 7 defensive, 2 offensive. He's also the leading assister with 3, and he's tied for the lead in steals with 2, tied with Tyler Nordstrom. Misses his second free throw. 13 seconds left here and counting. It's going to be passed off of Christian Yates, and he finds the ball somehow. That will be another steal to take the lead in steals. And the Bulldogs will escape with the win here by a score of 64-55. It was looking like it was going to be a back-and-forth game all the way to the end. I believe it was tied 50-50. And Dean would end up going on a 14-5 run to end the game, winning their 3rd in a row, 3-0 on the season, handing Fitchburg their 4th loss of the season. And they have yet to win a game. So, Graham, at the end of this one, or at the beginning of this one, rather, you talked about how you want to see their defense stay on par with the course. Do you believe they did that today?
They absolutely did, and they have continued to keep opponents under 60 points. Now this game compared to their previous two, much closer. They needed to really clamp up on defense. They need to take advantage of the free throws and the short shooting. That's exactly what they did. They also held Fitchburg State to a 0 on the three-point attempts.
Fitchburg shot just 56% from the field, actually better than the Bulldogs, who shot 35 compared to Fitchburg's 36. But again, Fitchburg 0 for 11 from 3. So the Bulldogs did a good job today defending, even with no blocks and 6 steals. Had 8 points off of the turnovers in the win today. So that'll do it for the main broadcast. We'll hand it over to our post-game Boomer report. But for now, signing off is Sam Sungstrom alongside Grant Flood on your coverage of Fitchburg State versus Dean College basketball today. Thank you for watching and listening. And the Boomer report will be coming in just a few moments.
Broadcasting live from the digital state-of-the-art studios at Dean College. This is WGAF Franklin, Massachusetts. Power 88. Southeastern New England's hottest rock. All day long.
Isn't this dinner party wonderful? Jeanette and Bill did so much planning, and the house looks great.
Well, you know, it was almost canceled. Did you hear that Bill was really sick with the flu 2 weeks ago?
No, I had no idea. I've been so busy at work. But my coworker's toddler was in the hospital with flu, too. Is Bill okay?
It was pretty serious and aggravated his asthma. Bill got sick quickly with a high fever. Fortunately, Jeanette got him to the doctor right away. The doctor said it was flu and prescribed a medication that helped him get back on his feet.
I didn't know flu was so serious until I heard Bill say he felt like he'd been hit by a truck. He missed a big meeting at work.
Well, thank goodness Jeanette had gotten her flu shot. Because, you know, she's expecting.
What? Oh, man.
I guess that was another thing you guys didn't know either.
A message from the Department of Health and Human Services.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer.
In response to attacks against Asian Americans, Maddie Park raised over $250,000 to donate cab rides to the Asian community.
There is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
Support the Asian community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Walking into the building for the first time after the shooting, it was crippling, but it had to be preserved.
In response to the Pulse nightclub shooting that affected the LGBTQ community, Barbara Poma, owner of Pulse, founded the One Pulse Foundation to honor Pulse victims and survivors.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
Join the fight for LGBTQ acceptance. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
It doesn't matter if you're 22 or 62, whether you're trying to figure out how to pay off a student loan or how you're going to pay for retirement. Maybe you're a parent trying to provide for your family, struggling to pay the bills on time. The tough economy is affecting all of us, and it can be overwhelming. There's no need to fight the battle alone. The National Foundation for Credit Counseling wants you to know there is help available for whatever kind of debt problem you're facing. The NFCC is a nonprofit organization with more than 50 years of experience. Certified counselors in your area can help you take the first step in getting a grip on your finances. And they can help create a personalized plan and show you how to make educated decisions about your financial future. You are not alone. Let the NFCC help get you started. Call them at 800-388-2227 or visit debtadvice.org. That's 800-388-2227 or visit debtadvice.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
We welcome you back inside the Perry Gymnasium for the final time this afternoon. The Bulldogs wrapping up this one quickly. Final score for this one, Fitchburg State Falcons 55, Dean College Bulldogs 6-4, 64. They improved to 3-0 on the year. Fitchburg State 0-4 on the year. Looking to steal a cheeky one here was the Falcons, but just couldn't do it in the end. But, Chase, this was a back-and-forth game. This whole game, very intense, kept the crowd on their feet. And talk a little bit about the offensive efforts for Dean. Randy Vasquez and Jermaine Davenport, both a starter and a bench player, making a huge impact for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, those guys really set the tone for the team. You know, Jermaine Davenport had 12 points with 4 rebounds, and 3 of them being offensive rebounds. So, you know, they got a lot of second chance points on the game. And the leading scorer, Randy Vasquez, and he had 8 rebounds with 3 offensive rebounds. So, you know, this team is a really board dominant team. So, you know, a lot of second chance points could be put on the board for them. And, you know, it was a really good back and forth game until the fourth quarter, where Dean just started popping off with 3 by Greg Norton, which put him up by 5, and it just kept going from there, you know. But ultimately it came down to defense, where the Falcons could not score against the Bulldogs for like the last 10 minutes of the quarter. Liam, how do you feel about both teams' defensive efforts?
Yeah, Chase, you said it perfectly. The Falcons really couldn't score in the last kind of 5 minutes of the game. Dean really putting the pressure on. They love that full court press defense. And talking about rebounding, pretty even in this one. 46 for the Bulldogs, 45 for the Falcons. On the offensive glass, Dean had as well 16 to 13 defensive rebounds, of course. Fitchburg actually took this one 32 to 30. And just Dean doing what they do best, the full court press, keeping the away team on their toes, not letting them, you know, get comfortable here in the Peoria gym. And overall, on the offensive side, like you mentioned, making some tough shots. Tyler Nordstrom, Greg Farrell, to name a couple, hitting a couple of clutch threes when they needed some momentum. Billy Ray Barnes in there as well. But the story for the Bulldogs really was Randy Vasquez and Jermaine Davenport just having a tremendous day on the offensive side. So looking ahead to the future, Fitchburg State obviously improves to 0-4 on their season. They will travel back home and play UMass Boston November 19th, a Tuesday at 6 p.m. And the Bulldogs looking to be 4-0 against Lesley University. They're going to play November 19th on Tuesday at 6 p.m. back here in Franklin, Massachusetts. We'll have the coverage for that one here in the Peoria Gymnasium on WGAO Power 88 and Boxcast.tv. For Liam O'Neill, Chase Stevens, Grant Flood, and Sam Strunstrom on the call, Christina Longo, sideline reporter, and Dawson DeBerry in the production. We will say so long from the Peoria Gymnasium for now. Your final score once again, Dean College 64, Fitchburg State 55. Saying so long from the Peoria Gym.